Why are you pointing a gun at the screen? Hi, everyone. Welcome to Flames of Freedom here on InfiniteRP. I'm your historian, Doc Rimbo. We're back.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
We back, baby.
Oh my goodness, I just watched it come on like on the Twitch channel, and it's just perfect fade in of Colin threatening our audience, which is on brand.
With my not real weapons officers.
Right. Not real weapons.
Doesn't have an orange
Twitch
tip,
police.
Still Twitch cops.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we're glad everyone's here. It turns out there's some sort of a hype train going on, but since this takes place in 1776, we don't know what a train is. So
what's a train?
What's a train? This is a hype.
No, they still had trains, just not locomotives. A mule train, if you will, for example.
A wagon train. Locomotive.
Sorry, that was a real well actually moment, but yeah.
I think you're fine.
Oh boy, y'all, the hype train has pulled into the station.
I think Sid has a good point here, which is what's a locomotive?
Can we a woke motive?
That's what Sid said.
What's a locomotive?
We missed you.
How many chuggas come before a choo-choo? This is important. Four? Four chugga.
Yeah, choo-choo.
I'm a two-chugga guy.
Same as Batman. It's the same with chugga,
guys,
choo-choo.
I finally get to use this. We're on the hype train.
Whoa!
All right.
If that tells you anything, it tells you that we're playing Flames of Freedom, powered by Zweihander.
I don't know what will.
A game set during the American Revolution, specifically in 1776, but also zombies. So, just like the real American Revolution was. We've missed you over the past few weeks. We've been gone, but we are back for what is probably going to be our last two episodes as this arc of the story comes to a close. What lies beyond that, we're not quite sure yet. Like I said, I'm Doc Rimbo. I'm your historian. I use he, him, or they, them pronouns. And just as a word of advice, because there are zombies and spooky things, if you need to turn away, that's okay. We won't judge you. Nothing like that. All of our cast members use safety tools, and we all communicate with each other and annoy each other in green room chat. So let's go around and figure out how everyone's doing. Here's what I want, everyone, from you, beautiful cast. I want who you are, a little bit about who you're playing, in case people haven't been watching. It's been 3 weeks. Your character. I'd love to hear something you remember from the last session. We can do a more in-depth recap, but just something. And then how about you roll a d6 for me as we roll for our coin pool for the evening. So who is eager to go first? It's Wally, because he just did a rolling motion with his hand. Wally, my dear, how are you?
Now I'm committing to the bit. Sup, y'all? It is me, Wally, your non-binary slime best friend on the internet, who will be your wing slime in your nervous situations. Who am I playing? I'm playing Ezekiel Breathwaite, the former mutineer, now turned into a freebooter. I mean, look, they know about that smuggling life. All about, getting things from point A to point B and smuggling their way into your heart.
Is Ezekiel starting a boy band?
He was the founding member of Boyz II Men.
Boyz II Men was founded during the Rev?
Yes, it was.
They've
been a real driver of American history.
A war is definitely going to make people Boyz II Men. Come on. Of course it was.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's fair. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
But one thing I remember from the previous session was, we made it down into these big, spooky, dank-looking caves. And we found some it went from these guys are kind of cults to levels of, these are cults with probably magical spooky powers that we need to be aware of. The terror level and threat level went from orange to red.
Yeah, it did.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. Wally, roll me a d6 and tell me if you get a 6 or not.
I got a 1.
Sweet. All right, that does not go into my coin pool. Let us go to the other side and our good friend Kate Madison, Actors at Work. Kate, how are you?
I'm
how
good.
Are you? Good.
I'm okay.
Good.
I've slept in things like stuff that
Who are
sometimes
you?
doesn't happen and sometimes does. I'm good. I'm good. I'm wearing my itchy wig again. It's getting in my eyes, but I'm doing it for you.
Oh, we appreciate it.
I mean, I say I'm get it's in my eyes, but Nessa is blind right now, so yay!
Yeah, that's something
so
that happened last time
this
for
is
sure.
it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I can't remember what I meant to say at the beginning of the show. I always
Who is
remember the
Nessa?
end.
Tell us about Nessa.
Nessa is the
Hobbit
Hobbit mom
mom
of the group.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how I sum her up. She has magical powers. She is a mage and a folk healer. She's gonna have to start using that to heal herself right now. She's the one who's I feel like she's the one who's gotten the most injured, or at least maybe she hasn't got the most injured, but she's had the most bad luck on the injury things, like
I would say
falling
she's
from
in
100 feet
Yeah.
and being blinded and things. I think other
I would
people
say
have
that's
gotten
fair.
shot more and things, but yeah.
But I mean, in exchange, she has hit more people below the belt.
She has hit many people below the belt.
Trade.
Eye gouged and various. Yeah. She could stand at distance and just spit water and do magical powers at them. But she likes to get her hands dirty, does this little hobbit girl. So she will run at them, rugby tackle them to the ground, and eye gouge them all she can. She tried to do that on this last guy. He went, ba-ching ting, magic powers, spat something in her face, and she's regretting things.
She's a very revolutionary era Mike Myers, in that like she's this unstoppable killing force of supernatural power, and like she fell from a high height. I got back up.
I was fine.
I got back up.
Pretty
She's
sturdy.
pretty much like the Mike Myers of
Resilient.
1776.
So normally when people discuss
Michael,
I was gonna say, yeah, that's where I was going with that. Normally people discuss
You
the
said
antagonist of
Mike
the
Myers, I
Halloween
win.
series.
Oh, no, I
they
always
say
say
Mike
She's
Myers.
the Austin Powers.
Yeah, the
I always
Austin
say Mike
Powers.
Myers.
We're
I
talking
actually
about
thought it was
or the
Austin
Dr.
Powers he was
Evil.
talking about.
I'm with Wally here. I think we are talking about the star of the Love Guru.
Oh, but no, we are talking about we are talking about the star of
For
the
his
Love
star
Guru
turn
and
in
Cat
the
in
Love
Hat.
Guru. Yeah.
And the poet laureate Mike Myers, star of Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can
okay,
fall
that's
off
great.
big stuff.
Hey, roll
Ness
roll a
is the old
D6.
lady who loves eel pie. That's very important to add
pie.
into there.
Yes.
Eel
Kate,
pie will heal all wounds.
Will you roll me a D6 to see if
I will.
you get a coin in the player?
Stop
points?
this.
See. Let's stop this mayhem.
Make it stop.
I rolled a 1 as well.
Oh, sweet. That's good. That's good in this
Yay.
case. That's good. Let us go north of you to our friend Greek Sid. Hi, Sid. Hi. How are you?
How are you? I'm
God.
good.
Hey, we completed level 5 hype train.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you, everybody. Thank
you for the mule.
Chugga,
Hype
chugga,
carriage.
chugga, chugga, choo choo.
It just feels like too many chuggas.
Thanks for the
Nope.
hype wagon, y'all.
No.
Chugga,
It's a
chugga,
perfect
chugga,
amount.
chugga, choo, choo. You have to do them fast. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Sid, how are you?
I'm really good. I'm really good, especially since we just got to level 5 hype train. What? Y'all are incredible. Thank you for all of your support and love and goodness. I'm great. Christine Sid, you can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, usually just like talking about all the fun stuff I do on the internet with my friends, like tonight. Woot! Yeah, tonight I'm playing Saoirse. Saoirse is a translator turned artiste. And what I remember from last week was 2 weeks, 3 weeks, last time, was that we had all hurt our poor friend Finn's feelings.
Yeah.
And we tried to apologize. And he wouldn't take our apology. So Saoirse swore at him.
She did a swear.
She did a swear.
She did a swear.
That's not how I remember it, really. I think that's not a totally fair description of what happened, but okay.
That's great. I think that one thing that was left off is that Saoirse and Ezekiel sometimes do smooches behind closed doors.
I mean, look.
I mean, can you blame them? I mean, look at these two. Woo!
I mean, you see that fan art? You look at that.
That fan art was pretty dope.
I mean, right?
That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. Sid, will you roll a d6 for me as well? Just to figure out where you are.
Love to. 2 seconds. I rolled a 4.
Okay, great. So far, that's 3 coins, all in your pools. And we'll explain what those coins do in just a second. First, we're going to go over and check in with our good buddy, my friend
I'm
Colin,
still here.
who's
I'm still
here.
My camera just went wild.
Okay, who
but,
lost
I'm
camera
here.
feed, but Colin is going to give us a
wrong
voiceover
one.
intro.
Oh, now you have my bad angle camera instead.
Oh, okay, great.
What's the thing I do here? Oh, I talk
Hi,
about
Colin.
my character. Hi. Going back to the good one. Wait for it. There we go. Hi. I am Colin at Colonomicon on Twitter, where I tweet about nothing pretty much. But when I do, someone usually tells me how to tweet better, so I don't even bother. Because Twitter sucks. But from Twitter, you can find out the stuff that I do, including this, and then the stuff that I do on my own channel, which is my name, twitch.tv/Colonomicon. There's stuff coming up there soon because we have a game of 7th Sea that's cooking right now, and there'll be pirates. So, like, pirates, which means I have an excuse to wear this jacket again. It's going to be great.
It's the only reason you're doing it.
Yep. I play Phineas Rutt of Rutland, Vermont. God, I haven't done this voice in like 3 weeks. And Phineas is a very, very good boy who just wants to fight the fucking revolution, you know, and served under General Ethan Allen back at Fort Ticonderoga, and he's a war hero because he fell down a flight of stairs. Things that I remember from last session are, one, yes, Phineas's return after hanging out with his boys, and I don't have the fucking names in front of me right now, so I can't.
I was just
Oh, no.
Marky,
Bobby,
Timmy,
Marky,
Tommy.
Wait for it. It's the
John Hancock.
John Hancock. Now, John Hancock's a fucking rich dick. Fuck that guy. He doesn't represent the interest of the fucking common man. No, come on, this elitist prick. No, I don't
And
want
what's
John.
with that signature?
And what is with that? You believe how garish that fucking shit is? I don't even know what that word means, but Saoirse uses it all the time to talk about my plume. So I've been hanging out with Maki, Ricky, Danny, Terry, Mikey, Davey, Timmy, Tommy, Joey, Robbie, Johnny, and Brian. Brian and Bear. Don't forget Bear.
No, you
Bear
gotta
too.
remember Bear.
Don't
Bear's-
forget Bear.
Bear's
Can't
Bear.
forget Bear.
Yeah.
Oh, Nessa remembers Bear.
And they hurt my feelings,
Mhm.
so I went off to hang with my boys, who are kind of a little more radical. So Phineas has come back a little bit of a firebrand, and among other things, kind of new man Phineas, he's kind of looking at Nessa like, yeah, well, okay, all right, okay, okay, all right, okay, okay, all right, all right.
Can you blame him?
Oh,
Subtract with the hobbits.
hey, man. Some people are into hobbits. Colin, will you roll me a d6, please?
Mercifully and end this. You got it.
Please put me out of my misery.
4.
Oh my goodness. That means that our players have 4 coins in their pool. I have 1. And what those coins do is they go back and forth through the game. We spend them to allow rerolls, or adding damage to fury dice, or adding an action point during combat. So you spend them, but if the players spend them, they go over to my pool. If I spend them, they go over to the player pool. A couple other things worth mentioning: 23 retweets, the wig goes on. We are at 15, I think. So there's still a chance. So it's a distant one, but we might make it happen. At 23 retweets, I'll put on the wig. Okay. What else?
I
How
want to
about a
mention
little?
that the book
Yes.
is out now, and it's beautiful.
You mean this book?
That book?
Golly
There's
gee,
more
golly
than
gee, Colin.
one.
Golly
Look
gee,
at my
guys,
big.
what-
Look at my big thick baby.
I like how mine's mirrored and Doc's isn't for some reason. Isn't it beautiful?
That's such. This is Flames of Freedom. It uses the Zweihander system. It's a D100 system. So in order to try and do something, people roll a 100 and they try to get underneath their skill score. Look how thick this is.
Yeah, that is a beefy boy.
It's a beefy boy.
And as you can always count on with Zweihander stuff, it has the bookmark ribbon.
Yep, got
And it also has the lay flat spine.
That's classy.
Super classy.
Love it. I love it. And also, it's a good paperweight. A real quick further recap of what happened last time. Y'all rescued Phineas. You and your patron, Grace de Beers, she was there also. Also, Elizabeth Gold, who is a mage, who the revolutionary cause needed in order to successfully break the British's hold on the city of Boston. And so you found all of them in one place, Phineas included. And you
Something
got
funny?
you got into a fight on the stairs. Didn't go great, but eventually eventually successful. You got in a boat and you went out to a place called Bird Island. Elizabeth Gould at that point started a ritual to cast a sudden fog storm and cause a layer of fog, thick Boston fog, to fall on the city of, I'm going to just do the worst Boston impression, the city of Boston. And just, that's my
Boston.
Boston accent, Boston. Fog cloud to descend on the city and thereby give George Washington and the revolutionary forces time to set up their big guns from Fort Ticonderoga in Dorchester Heights and to lay siege on the British occupation. But in the middle of casting this ritual, the party was interrupted by three mysterious individuals, and who seemed set on stopping the ritual in its tracks. So let's go over to the battle map. We can remember where we are.
Oh,
and
yeah.
see what's going on.
Yes.
So Elizabeth is, I think she is 3 rounds into casting this spell, and she needs a bunch more. She needs 7 more, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 10, I think she needed, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And each round is a minute, so it's basically she needs 7 more minutes to finish this up.
Mhm.
And then these strange people came out and started fighting with everyone. The one over here started casting spells, one which threw Saoirse like across the island into a boat, I think.
Ouch.
The other one charged at Phineas, but then that sorcerer, once Nessa came up and tried to do her classic close quarter combat moves, sliced his palm open and flung blood into her eyes, and she finds that she is unable to see, that she's completely blind, and that's where we are. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's going to be fine. And the way you know everything's going to be fine is I'm turning on the combat music. We're still in combat, so we're going to keep our initiative order from last time. The sorcerer just went. He's the second one in the order. Saoirse's first, then the sorcerer. And next up in the order is Zeke. Just as a reminder, a refresher, because it's been a while. The dude, yeah, it's been a while. The dude who is up on the hill harassing Phineas has not taken much damage. The others have taken quite a bit.
All right.
But you hear Nessa sort of cry out, and Phineas, you are currently engaged with one of these other folks. The only other thing I'll add is that when this sorcerer cast this spell on Nessa, the only thing you heard, he was speaking in a language that not even Saoirse understood, which was disturbing.
Right.
But then the only word that Nessa heard before he cast the spell was the word Mandawag.
Okay.
And then spit in her face. Zeke, you are up. What you gonna do?
Okay. So I have that one chap right in front of me right there.
He is a chap, yes.
I am going to move backwards towards move towards Nessa.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a shot at this gentleman first.
All right. So you move towards Nessa. And you're going to use, how many action points is that for Zeke? 1?
That is 1 action point to fire my pistola.
Okay. Also, as a reminder, is that guy that you're firing at, because of, I think something Saoirse did, has had his damage and his peril threshold lowered, so he's easier to hurt.
Okie dokie. All right.
What did I do?
What did you do?
It was cool. Whatever it was,
Ooh,
it was
wow.
awesome.
Okay, so I had to get an 80. I got a 78.
Oof.
Ooh, just underneath. Okay.
Whoa.
All right. So roll damage for yourself. That's a D6. Do you get any extra D6s
Yes,
because of
I
your
do,
special
because
traits?
Yeah, because of my first shot against this guy.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be my treacherous dice first. Which is 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 7. So 11 plus what is 12.
Did you roll a 1 on there? Does that 1 explode?
Yeah, the 1 explodes, yeah.
Okay, so 12 total. 12 is going to take this fellow past 1 of his damage thresholds. And so that puts him at what is next for him? At grievously wounded.
Okay.
So roll me 3d6, and if any of them are 6s, he takes an injury.
I got 1 6.
Excellent. Now roll me a d100 so we can determine what that grievous injury is.
41.
A 41 on the grievous injury chart. I have to check. Your gun can do grievous injuries, yeah?
No, it cannot.
Oh, okay, then we'll do a serious injury, 41. It's called grazed brow. He is, okay, interesting. He is bleeding into his eyes, which he's already bleeding. So now he's bleeding even more, which is not great for him. Because if he bleeds for, I believe, 3 more rounds, he dies.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, yeah, so he bleeds down into his eyes, and he is in bad shape.
All right. Okay, cool.
Any more action point actions?
I have
you
one
want
more
to add?
action point to do.
Okay.
I would like to use War of Words on the
Okay.
person that is currently engaged with Nessa.
Oh, okay, great. So words as weapons, yeah?
Yes.
All right. And what kind of thing do you want to intimidate this person in?
I would like to intimidate so they can back away from her.
Okay. Intimidation, basically, if he's intimidated, I'm looking at my brand new historian screen up here just for a quick reference. If he's intimidated, it lowers his damage and peril thresholds. But it won't get him to move away necessarily.
Okay, that's. I mean, like, at least will lower the threshold a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flavorly, yes. Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
Okay. Nope, I got a 76. That's way over.
Okay. 76, not great. 1776. He is not intimidated. And in fact, in just out of spite, he turns his attention from you toward Nessa.
Fair.
And that's into Zeke's turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
And speaking of Nessa, it's your turn. You can't
Yeah.
see anything.
No.
You are, I would say, engaged with this.
He's right in front of me, though, isn't he? Yeah.
You can attack. I tried to figure it out. It's a little bit squishy on the rules for being totally blind, but it does say that if you're engaged, you can attack.
Okay.
I'll make it a little bit harder, though.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. So I would say, let me see, what can I do if I'm right there? Athletics, toughness. I'm just thinking about. I'm of course thinking all the melee stuff because why not? For one thing, I can hopefully grab him. I don't need to necessarily be able to see him to like chokehold him, for example.
No. Or you remember where his genitals are. So
I remember these things.
Kick
I don't
him.
need my eyes for this.
My nutsack senses are tingling.
Oh.
She's been around a while. She knows where it is. She's also
She know
short,
what's
so
up.
it's almost eye
She's
level.
Eye level. Good gracious, Kate.
Sorry. Okay.
Professional streamers.
Yeah. What would you like
Why
to
can
do?
I not? Sorry, I'm looking for right. My toughness is my brawn. Brawn is good. I am going to attempt to chokehold him.
Ooh, okay, chokehold. So you make a toughness check.
Yeah.
And I'm going to resist with athletics.
Athletics or be choked.
I'm
Okay.
using my brand new Plains of Freedom Kickstarter dice.
Ooh, you get fancy dice. Jealous. Okay.
Do and look what's on the sixes has the little logo, the little star logo on the sixth side,
Ooh.
and then on the D10s, the 10 has a little skull.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
You can't really
Ooh.
see it, but it's
Which
there.
you can't
like-
just trust me.
I promise.
It's like
I
every time
promise.
you introduce a
Okay.
new part of the Kickstarter, it's like one of those 80s like toy commercials. It's like, by the way.
There,
on.
check it out.
Ooh, 17, dude.
Ooh.
Okay, let me see if I
That is
can.
definitely
So
under
you
my.
succeed in choking.
yeah.
Let me see if I can use athletics.
It's meant to be under
resist.
56, so that's.
This guy is a sorcerer, so athletics not at the top of his stuff. In fact, athletics being a bronze skill, he has to roll under a 40. He rolls a 16.
Oh shit!
Would any of you like to use a coin to have me reroll?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't know how many we
Yeah.
have. We have enough.
have 4
Let's
coins,
go
yeah.
for it.
All right. Now
All
you
four
got
of us want to
3.
use a coin.
Now you got 3, and I have 2. 81. So yeah, you
Ooh.
successfully
Worth it.
choke this dude. He takes a bunch of peril.
Yeah, and he
Um,
suffers 1d10 plus BB peril immediately,
Okay.
right? So
I can roll that if you want.
yeah,
What's
plus
your brawn?
BB.
what's your-
BB brawn
Your
is 4.
Okay, so he takes that's a skull, so that's a 10. So he takes 14 peril. And,
Come on.
Yeah, he goes down a peril step, and basically what that means is that he is imperiled, and no real punishments past that, but he's scared, and
he's like, I guess he's like grappled, not necessarily on the floor, but he's grappled because it says he
Yeah.
takes it immediately and on your turns when maintained until
you
he's
maintain this
resisted.
grapple on him, so when his
I
turn
just-
comes around,
Yeah,
he'll take more peril.
yeah.
Yeah, because he's being choked out by
Yeah.
this hobbit on his back. Okay, you have other action points left, Kate? Anything you want to do?
Yeah, I do actually, because that was only one action point.
It's a free action to scream help. I've been blinded by magic.
Well, I will do that and
Okay.
say I can't see,
Okay,
but it might. What's my accent? I've forgotten it.
You're southern in this
I
one.
can't see.
there it is.
Yeah. And in fact, to feel like, you know, this is like an equal opportunities thing, I will eye gouge him while
Sure,
choking
sure,
him
I
if I
love it.
can.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna
Fuck
say
yeah.
yeah, of course. Why not? So make a. Is it guile or intimidate? you want
It's
to-
guile or intimidate, but I think my guile is the better one because I have a dot on it. So guile makes it a 58. I have to roll under.
Like-
Come on. I rolled a 17 again.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Awareness. I have to roll under a 45 here.
Come on.
I roll a 44.
Oh.
Wow.
That's a critical success.
Oh no.
And
Oh,
so that
boy.
means
Which means we can't make you re-roll it.
we can't.
Yeah.
Yep, you can't. And it does
Mm.
also means that he puts his hand up Three Stooges style and stops you from gouging.
Hmm.
Bats your hand away. You get a little slap on the hand.
But I'm still choking him, so I don't
Yeah, you
care so
are.
much.
Yeah, you are. All right. Your turn is at an end, yes?
I mean, I've done 2. There's another. I have 3, but I don't know what I can do that's useful. Because I kind of want to just stay choking him and things. So I guess I will just. Can I like punch him in the side of the head as a melee attack? Or not?
That would be ooh, how do we do just an unarmed attack? We've never done that. Yeah, go ahead and roll
What a
me.
notion.
What an idea.
So I've got
What a concept.
simple melee.
Yeah, it would just be a melee attack. So roll a combat.
So my
and-
combat's 38 plus the dot,
Okay.
so 48. So let's see if I can roll under that.
Anna's in the chat. Ask her how this rule works.
22 critical success.
Oh, then yes,
Ooh,
absolutely.
never mind.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely bop him.
Punch him right in the ear. I mean, that's
We'll say it's just
Ow.
1d6 of punch
Sure.
damage.
Okay, 1d6.
Punch damage.
5.
Yeah, a 5 because he has been reduced. No, it does not meet his first threshold.
Okay.
So yeah, not.
But you know, it smarts. It just doesn't
It does
hurt
smart, and
him.
he'll feel it tomorrow. That's what matters.
It's what matters.
If he survives the
It's
night,
actually flicks his ear.
Makes
It's more you bastard.
I'm trying to gouge his eyes, flick his ears. I love it. And then so while this is all happening, not far away, Elizabeth Gold is in the middle of incanting this massively powerful spell. And Nessa doesn't see this, obviously, but Zeke, from where you are, you see that Elizabeth is still concentrating on the spell, but she is sort of looking over at Nessa every once in a while and then back toward the spell and sort of looks at you. And underneath of like, you know how like Tibetan throat singers can like make more than one note at once, right? When they sing those, right?
Mhm.
She is both chanting and then you hear her voice over the top of it tell you, say, get Nessa over here, like bring her over to me. And,
Right.
But then she's continuing. It's all in rhythm with the way she's casting this spell. And that's the end of her turn. She just focuses on this incantation. Next up are the two other Mandoag folk. Jesus. The two guys up on the hill. And after that, it'll be Phineas's turn to wreak vengeance. But the one up on the hill with Phineas is going to take a tomahawk and is going to try to slam it into Phineas. So here we go.
Dick.
Ooh, that is an 80, so that's a failure. Yeah, he tries,
Sucks to
but
suck.
oh my gosh, an 80, ridiculous. And
outta
he
here.
fails
Wow.
to do it into, and he's going to save the rest of his action points, just in case. The one down on the ground looks back and forth at their options, and then turns and charges towards Saoirse. So he is going to come up this way with his tomahawk and swing it at Saoirse. And that's
I
a
believe I still had some AP left. Can
Okay.
I defend?
Well, he rolls a 3, so he succeeds on the hit. So go ahead, and if you have a defend left, you can use that.
Okay.
So that would be a combat or coordination check, either one, to avoid this hit.
Coordination. It's probably gonna be the coordination. It's not great. It's not great, friends, but we'll give it a
Be
shot.
great. Could be great.
Gotta go
Might be
under
great.
a 44. That is a 21.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Love to see
So
it.
he swings down with his tomahawk, and you step to the side, and then he's going to, out of frustration, swing a second time. And that's an 84, so he misses that
Fuck
second
outta here.
time. And he's going to bank his final AP, just in case. Next up, it is Phineas time.
So I'm on top of a hill,
Yeah, he is.
and that guy ran up a hill to try to stab me in the ghoulies.
He did.
Forget
That's
it,
not gonna
Ghoulie
fly.
Man. I have the high ground.
It's over. Don't try it. Have you ever seen the breakdown of how many times throughout that fight scene Obi-Wan has the high ground? It's but for some reason, like that's the one. Anyway,
That's the
whatever.
high ground that counts.
It is.
I do have the high ground, and as he is running up to me, I want to stick my foot out and kick his ass down that hill.
Oh, nice.
I want to do a knockdown.
I love that idea.
Yeah. So Phineas just kind of
Okay.
raises.
Using athletics or coordination on your half.
I think it's going to be athletics, but let me see. I think coordination.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, they're actually exactly the same. So I'm gonna do athletics because I'm a beefy boy. So I have to get under a 49.
All right. All right.
Is that right? 45.
Woo! Right there.
Woo!
Nice. Okay.
Right there.
He is going to attempt to resist using coordination. And otherwise, we're going to roll him down the hill, and he's going to take a little bit of damage because you're right. He is
And
on
it'll
the
be
hill.
funny.
It will be. It'll be hilarious.
It'll be hilarious.
It's comedy.
Coordination. His coordination is a 50, so he has to get under 50. It's
All
happening.
right, 50-50 chance.
81. I am rolling
Suck
really
it.
bad.
Wow.
These brand new Zweihander dice are out to get me.
Fuck out of here, you clown.
Wow.
So he
I'm
go
gonna
ahead
kick
and
this clown down a hill.
we'll just roll. Give me a hold on. No, we want it to be more than that. Do a D6 plus your whatever skill you use, whatever
My-
bonus to that
My
skill.
my BB.
Your BB.
All
A 6
right,
plus your BB.
D6, which is a 5.
A 5 is
uh,
yeah.
All right, well, no, that's my
Oh, that's
my
your BB. Okay.
That's a 5 plus this roll of 4, so that is 9.
Ooh, yes. His damage threshold is an 8, so
Suck it.
he goes down to a moderately wounded. So roll a 1d6 to see if he's injured by falling down the hill.
I feel like I have a thing that applies to this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Whenever you inflict damage from it, no, not that. Quirks, no. Is that the chase the paint? No. Okay, never mind. I don't have a thing for this. I will one day have a thing for this. Okay.
Yes.
A D6. I got a 6.
Excellent. Roll me a d100. He is injured falling down the hill. Let's find out how.
62.
62 with a moderate injury.
Crushed
I don't-
genitals.
62 is shit. Okay, that's a moderate. He a pierced throat.
Fuck.
So,
Oh, can I?
The only thing worse than crushed genitals.
mhm.
Can it be a fucking? Oh, yeah. I see. There's like a bunch of like splintered wood around here. Can he
Oh,
get
yeah.
like he
Oh.
lands on like a
Ooh.
sharpened like branch that just goes
Uh-huh.
into his neck?
Absolutely. And you see him
Ooh.
try to like talk and just like like he's like
Yeah. Fuck you.
all right. Okay, he falls down at that.
All right.
Phineas,
We-
anything else you want to do? I mean, he's a
Yes.
distance now. If you want to do anything else,
Shoot
if
him?
your gun's loaded, I don't know if your gun's loaded.
I don't think I fired my musket. Yeah, I had a pistol out.
I mean, I
might
wouldn't
have
know
fired
either
that.
because it's been 3 weeks.
I
So
don't fucking know. I could lie to you. I mean,
you couldn't. I wouldn't know.
Would I lie to you?
He
I am gonna
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
I am gonna fire my brown bass,
All right, cool.
but not at him.
Ooh.
At the
At
one
whom?
who's threatening my girl Nessa.
Hard.
Now that I've got a clear shot, because this fucker's out of my face, and because I have the friendly fire, which is slightly misnamed, but I have the friendly fire talent. Even though that guy is engaged with Nessa, I don't suffer any penalties for shooting at him. Normally there'd be a minus.
Nice.
Nice.
Normally I think it's -10 if you do, but not for me. So I'm going to shoot his face with my brown vest.
Yes, please.
Shoot him in the
finish shooting.
face.
That
You know.
was not good. That was a 78.
It's not great, but you got 3 coins.
Guys,
So
can
will
I?
you spend another coin
Yes.
for love
Yes.
Because that's the
for
power
love.
of love.
or mild attraction?
Don't need money.
That's
And I
the
rolled a
power
1.
of mild attraction.
Oh my gosh, a 1!
I rolled a 1.
1 is a critical success.
It's a critical success.
Yeah.
Oh dang! That's power of love.
that is the power of love, and oh my god, and Kate's not even here.
I know. Right?
She has her back turned the whole time. She doesn't even see you do
She
it.
doesn't even know. Oh no.
Da 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 da.
We figured out at one point what a critical success on a fire does. It means you add a d6 to it, I think.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
to. I had to look it up last time.
Yeah.
I believe that is it. Yeah, you added
Okay.
D6.
So
Kate,
add a d6 and roll all your damage.
what you've
Kate,
missed
you missed
is
very
that-
romantic stuff.
Yes.
Sorry.
We can't
having
stay
an ill
mad
time?
at you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I thought
I
this was a safe time to like grab a drink. I was
I
wrong.
I fired a shot for love, and I rolled a 1
Which is
to
a
get the
critical
guy
success.
off of you that's trying to kill you right now.
Oh, for a brief moment, I was thinking D&D and thought you've shot me in the face, but no.
Oh
I fired
dear,
a shot for
no.
love and then killed you. Okay, so do I have another thing? Oh, that's a Oh yeah, okay. You want me to add so 2d6 this time, right? Plus.
Yeah, 2d6 of damage.
One of those is a 6 and one is a 1, and it's a punishing weapon. So aren't those both don't those both count for rerolls?
Yep, they do.
So I get to roll. So that's 7 plus my combat is an fucking 8. And now I get to roll both of those dice again. And that's another 6 added on. So
Okay.
7. Oh my god, math. 7 plus 8 is 15 plus 6 is 21 damage on that fucker.
I mean, I think 21. I also looked up this rule the other day that we've never used before, which is like the massive damage rule.
Oh.
Which is something along the lines of if the damage you take exceeds like 2 ranks or something like that, then they're instantly dead.
I love that.
But here's what we're going to do is that as you take this critical shot on this guy, right? He's going to use this ability he has that I think Kate's familiar with, called Mana of God, where I'm going to spend a coin to keep him from going down 1 track.
Okay.
Which means that he stays alive, clinging to life, but you do get to roll for injuries on him. This would absolutely kill him, but he is using some otherworldly power, by which I mean I'm giving you guys a coin to stay alive.
What does this look like?
You shoot him in the face, right?
I guess I should roll the injury.
Yeah,
first,
go ahead and do that. We'll see where you hit him.
Right. Okay, so is this D100?
Now the coins are 4 players, 1 historian now, I think. I only have 1 left after spending it. So roll a D 1, 2, 3 D6, and if you get any 6s, then we'll roll on the D100 table.
No. Alas.
Oh, he is not injured. So you shoot him in the face. Yep. He's wearing this wooden mask that looks like it just has like 2 circles where Nessa has been trying to like poke her fingers in there, and like 1 circle where the mouth should be. It's creepy. And when you shoot him, the mask shatters and breaks, and just for a moment you see his face underneath. You see the sort of ruddy skin tone of someone who's like indigenous to the Americas, but his eyes are just black pools. And as like you see like part of his face blown away, he just sort of like takes his hand and he puts it up against his cheek, and like you see it like vibrate at some sort of frequency that causes the wound not to grow his jaw back, but to heal over. So he stops bleeding. So he is horribly injured, badly disfigured, but clinging to life and still alive.
And I still have an AP.
You do.
But
he can only use that ability once per day.
Fuck him up, Phineas.
I don't have any loaded guns.
Can I use a coin?
For what?
Because I remember you said when you use a coin to speak of things that we may have retconned in the past, and we'd like to say that has happened now, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. You could
I would
say
like
that
to use a coin because Phineas remembers that he's been burying long rifles around the battlefield just for this certain situation.
Like Mel Gibson.
Yes.
I said that last.
Yes, you did.
Yep, I was thinking about this for the longest.
Mel Gibson and Patriot setup.
I was thinking about that for the longest. I was like, I'm gonna remember this.
I love the idea of you spending a coin to say that one of those guns is right next to where you are right now.
Me or him?
You.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Thank you.
You can
so
turn
much
and
for
fire
that,
it without loading.
Yeah. So I think he literally does, like, he fires the brown best sees that it's like a perfect shot, blows like the guy's jaw off, and then sees this guy start to do this, and he's like backs away a little bit because he's freaked out by it.
Yeah.
And the heel of his boot hits the butt of this other rifle that he left there, and he looks down like, "Oh yeah, I was ready for this," and just drops the brown vest, picks the other one up, and it it's an instant without thought. All right.
Shoot this guy. Make it count.
56. Oh, that was so cool. Wait, no. I have to get under a 64. Yeah, no, I got it.
Yes.
Excellent. Very good. So, you can roll all your damage, but you're gonna kill this guy.
Okay. I'm still gonna roll.
How
Yeah.
I got a
badly
6.
Do you kill him?
I got a 1, which I get to
Keep
reroll
going.
also.
7.
I got a 1, which I get to reroll. So
8.
got a 3. Okay.
11
so
plus
11 plus 8. Yeah. So
8.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
19.
11. I have an 8 CB.
So
I'm real good at killing.
So a couple things happen in a row. First, before we decide how this guy dies, Colin, make me a resolve test to see how Phineas handles this guy using magic to stop his death.
Yeah.
I want to see if you take any peril.
I rolled a fucking 5. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah. You are not scared about this. You are comforted by your hidden gun. Tell me how you kill this sorcerer that Nessa is currently riding on the back of.
He ain't
I
afraid
think-
of no ghost rot
I ain't afraid.
anymore.
Anymore. Right. Well, I think I see this as a very dramatic moment of Phineas shooting this guy, thinking he's just saved Nessa's life, and we would kind of see the camera slowly zoom in on this guy as he heals his face,
Right.
and kind of like staring Phineas in the eye all the while with these big, deep black pools he has for eyes, and Phineas unnerved and rattled, and then backing away, gasping, terrified, and also thinking that Nessa's about to die. And then when his heel hits that gun, there's a record scratch, like, oh wait, and it just picks it up, blows the guy absolutely away, like shot through the chest. The guy's heart basically exits out the back of him. He just Phineas leaves a hole in the center of this guy's chest, and he just peels over. And Nessa, I think, you just hear you're blind.
See anything?
I know. That's why I was gonna say you hear Nessa. You hear the thump.
Well, I'm kind of riding him almost. So I think, and I don't know, just to add some comedy flair, I feel like she might scream out, "Stop shooting at me!" But then
it's okay. I have a special ability that allows me to shoot at engaged foes.
And then we end up on the floor, and she's like, "Oh, he's
There's a
dead.
dead guy
He's dead.
underneath
He's
you."
dead. Okay, we're good."
Oh, he's just dead. All right.
Thank you.
Whoever that was.
Yeah, I still can't see.
One guy falls. The other two notice this and are alarmed, unnerved almost. We'll say intimidated even, just because that was such a nice little death to their boss. We are at the top of the order. Saoirse, you are up and you are engaged with one of the two remaining Mandowags.
All right. So he just swung a tomahawk at me a couple times, yes?
He did.
This isn't gonna go well, but it just
For
I
who?
have to. Well, I don't know. For one of us, I have to though. If this person's like swinging over me, and she's like, and she's on her ass. She got knocked into that boat pretty hard. She's got to go below the belt. She's got to try to kick him in the nuts.
Always kick him in the nuts.
Oh,
She
course
has
you
to.
Go
She
for the
has
jubblies.
to.
Gotta Go for the jubblies.
But my CB sucks, so I don't know how well this is gonna go.
Yeah. Well, with
Give
a
it a
little
shot, though.
below the belt, you could also use athletics or guile. How's your guile?
The guile's a little better, not
little
much
bit of
better,
guile.
a little
Guy
better.
Bobby.
Guile. All right. Yeah, well, 10% better. So we'll go with Guile.
I'm going to say
Guile.
this guy is right up on you, and since he missed, I'm going to add a 10% success chance for you here. So another 10%.
59.
Because he is
Okay.
off
Alright.
balance.
Come on. Coming up. That is a 38.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes, you absolutely. I'm going to resist using toughness, and we'll see how he does. What is his toughness? His toughness is 45. Wait, 55. And he rolls a 73. I hate you, Dice. Hate you. Dice so mean. So he is gutted, which means that it's harder for him to make any sort of movement and get around. That is, yeah, he is not feeling good. Anything else you want to do? I mean, that's just one action point. Do you want to like try and stab this dude?
Maybe. Yeah. I got a knife.
Why not?
Saoirse, what do you have? A knife. Ow. I do have a knife.
Now's the time
I
to
could
use it.
stab this mofo. Yeah, why the fuck not? Let's do it. Let's stab a mofo. So where's the damn? Okay. So that's also gonna be. Is there any other fun thing that I can do to make this easier on myself? Probably not.
Stab a mofo.
All right. I guess I'm just stabbing. Cool. Yep. Oh, wait. Would this be a simple melee?
It would.
I just improved that. So it's 49 now. Hey, it's almost 50-50. Better than
Great.
39. Okay. I know how to play this game. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all remembering now.
Oh, nope. Nope, that's a 56.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you try to follow it up with a stab, but it's kind of half-hearted. It's just like, you're not a Nessa running around and getting in knife fights.
No.
You're Saoirse.
Knife
not
fighting
that
hobbit.
cool. Not that
All right.
cool.
You
I
still
will
have a point left.
I will save that point because I have a feeling I have pissed this individual off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I shall brace myself. Yeah,
Excellent.
she gonna hold on to that one.
It would be the sorcerer's turn. He's very dead. Ezekiel, it's your turn.
Okay, I got 3 points. So I'm gonna use my first point to reload one of my double barrel pistols, the one that I used last time.
Okay.
And I'm going to take aim and I'm gonna fire at the one that is attacking Saoirse.
Of course. Biased.
Oh, totally biased, yeah. Oh, I got a 3.
Ooh. Yeah, that, yeah.
Okay, and I
Yeah.
would like to use an ability that I have
Okay.
called
tell me
Linear
about it.
Tactics. So
Alright.
Linear Tactics is this: whenever you deal damage to a foe that is with a ranged weapon, immediately switch places with an engaged ally.
Ooh.
So you hear the sound of a blast go off from behind this guy, and this guy takes.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 6 on the first one, so that's exploding.
Yeah.
Got a
Make it
5,
explode.
so that's 6 plus 5 plus 7. That's 18 points. And he's still intimidated, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is still intimidated.
Okay,
Goes down
so
2 more
he
ranks.
gets blasted from behind, and it's almost like a rushing moment. But Cersei, you just get yanked up out of the boat and flung behind this guy, as Ezekiel like pretty much shoulder through you over his shoulder to get you away from him, and then falls right back into the boat where you are at. And he yells at you as he is falling into the boat. He says, "Get Nessa to the spell circle."
Okay.
I like it. That's great. And also, you take him down. Would you like to roll for injury to see how you kill this guy, or would you like to tell me?
I would like to
he's
tell you how
dead.
it does. I would like to tell you how it is.
Okay.
Because I kind of see it in my mind. So after he yells that at Sursa to like get next to the spell circle, he lands on his back with a thud as he lands in that boat. And it's kind of like that scene from Cowboy Bebop where Vicious is pointing the sword down at Spike and Spike is holding the gun up at Vicious. And Ezekiel holds the gun up at the guy and he just goes, bang. And he fires the gun right in the guy's chest.
Excellent.
He says bang.
Yeah, he
then
says
shoots.
bang. Yeah.
Nice. And he falls dead to the ground. There is one of these guys left. It's Nessa's turn. Nessa, you hear Elizabeth Gold calling you over to the spell circle. But you have to you stumble that way. You know what I mean? It's gonna take.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of almost crawl that way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because there was a lot of. I don't think she'd. If she felt I'm kind of imagining she maybe fell down with the other guy as he fell, and then now she's just gonna start crawling in the direction she can hear the singing kind of thing.
So you get into this circle and you find you crawl across the ground, and then all of a sudden you feel her feet, because she's barefoot at the moment, and you feel her feet, and you work your way up, and she takes you by the hands, and again, while she's continuing this enchantment, she her voice sort of drifts over on top of it like a counter melody and whispers into your ear and says, "There's only one left. They can handle it. I need you here with me. So I need you to make me an incantation test."
Yay.
Come on, spell slinger.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. My incantation should be 55. Yeah, I think so.
This is with Elizabeth's help. We're going to add 10, so it's 65.
65. Come on.
Nice.
Come on, come on, come on. 10.
Oh,
Nice.
that's excellent. So you is Nessa musical at all? Does she have?
Didn't we jokingly say that she's
tone
she
deaf,
does
right?
sing song her things, but she's a bad singer?
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So she starts joining in, but really butchering it.
Well, she joins in, but for some reason she finds this song easier to fall into. You've never heard this chanting rhythm before, but you can feel it in your bones, and so you join in effortlessly. And you're so dissociated at this point, right? That you don't know if you're in tune or not, and you don't care. It's like one of those things. It's like when you're at a concert.
I think she doesn't care anyway.
It's like when you're at a concert and you're singing along, but you can't hear yourself singing.
Yeah.
So you don't know whether you're in tune or not, but it doesn't matter, right? Because that's what you're there for. And Elizabeth reaches up and she lays her hand over, you feel her hand over your eyes, and you feel her drawing something out of you. But that's the end of your turn and her turn.
Okay.
And after that, it's going to be this last seeker's turn. That's what he's called, a seeker.
Oh.
And we're going to put Nessa over here in the circle. And this last guy looks up at Phineas, and he looks over at the circle. He is gutted, which means that he can't move as far as he would, but he starts to flee. He starts to make it maybe over to here.
Does he have
And
to spend a
Phineas,
point
it's your
to
turn.
Stand up.
Yeah, he uses a point to stand up, right? Because he's prone.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes 2 AP to get up from prone, which is brutal. And then he
Wow, so he can't get very far at all.
right, and then he hustles that far away from you. But Phineas, it's your turn.
Oh, Phineas totally drops the rifle,
Mhm.
draws the hanger sword, and says, "Oh no, you don't!" and goes chasing after him,
Okay.
trying to literally run. I want to use a charge
Yes.
So spend 2 AP, and like the goal is to run behind and run him through with. You know what? Not with a hanger sword, with the bayonet. He's not even gonna bother dropping around.
Yeah,
He's gonna
yeah.
bayonet him with the brown bess. He can't do his signature bayonet and pull the trigger because it's not loaded, but
Right.
I am gonna stab him. Okay. Bayonet. Nailed it. 34.
Excellent. Okay, roll damage for me.
Wait. This thing. I mix this up all the time, but let me just check. There's something special about the bayonet. Bayonet, vicious weapon. I think that applies to when I roll injuries. When determining if a foe is injured, roll an additional d6. Okay. So not yet. All right. So this number plus 8. A 1. So 9.
9 beats his first damage threshold, takes him to moderately wounded. Roll a d6 to see if he gets an injury from this.
I roll 2d6 because it's a vicious weapon. We just talked about this, Justin.
I wasn't paying attention.
No injury.
Okay, but you do stab him good. Which pick an organ. Kidney, pancreas.
Ooh. I want to aim high through the lung.
Okay, excellent. So you
'Cause I'm
definitely.
running- I think I'm bigger. I'm taller than most people. Phineas is
Yeah.
big, so yeah, he puts it right through between the guy's ribs and his back.
And he cries out in pain, and you know what? You know what? Both Saoirse and I think just Saoirse. Saoirse, are you the only one who speaks French?
I do too.
Oh, and Zeke. Okay,
And
you
Zeke
both
does
hear him cry out "merde." You know, he swears in French.
What you call me? Fucker.
But we're back
Mother.
inside the order. Saoirse, this
Your
guy's making a
mother.
break for it. You want to join in the cause to try and stop him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I kind of want to know what their deal is. So honestly, I don't want to kill this guy.
Okay.
I think I want to knock him out.
Okay.
What's the heaviest shit I got?
A book.
know.
A book. Use a book. Get him
I
his
mean,
knowledge.
she has several fucking. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's so thematically perfect. You have to.
Okay. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has 7 motherfucking books in her bag right
Oh,
now.
just
Okay.
swing a bag.
Can she swing her fucking bag full
Yeah.
of 7
Yeah,
God.
absolutely.
heavy books over this dude's head?
I'm
like a
getting
fight in a high school
flashbacks to like
cafeteria.
middle school.
Yes,
Oh
exactly.
man, if this was Smash Brothers, this would be your forward smash.
Oh, yes.
What
All right,
Just charging it up.
Yeah.
Little
We'll
sparkles
say
around
that
it.
this is a combat check, but add 10 because you're used to swinging a big bag of books around.
This is
So you
very
get
fair.
Yeah, it would be a routine check.
So would this be
She
a
does it all the
simple
time.
melee?
Yeah, it would be simple melee.
Okay, and then plus the 10%, so 59. I gotta get under a 59. That as I drop a d10 on the floor.
Okay, not a good start.
Nope. Okay. Well, that's a 2. And that's a 7. So that's a 27.
Ooh, that hits. So roll a d6 plus your combat.
Okay. That's 1.
That doesn't explode.
Oh,
'Cause
damn.
It's not a
Well-
black powder weapon.
Then it's
There was a bag of
4.
black powder at the bottom of it.
The whole bag explodes. No. Well, that's just a 4 then.
Okay. All right. We'll say that it does sort of send him for a loop. Makes him spin around just a little bit, and I'm going to resist coordination, or else he's going to fall over again. Because this makes sense. This is a beautiful thing. Oh, he rolls a 15. Finally, I roll.
Damn.
And he does not go over. Okay. Next up is Ezekiel.
I
Ezekiel,
see.
He's far
that-
away.
Yeah, I'm far away. I see that that Cersei's trying to knock this guy out, and I just yell at the others like, "Are you gonna try to kill him or just knock him out? Cause I can shoot him from back here."
I kind of wanted to speak with him.
Oh, all right, then you guys got it covered. And I am going to use 2 of my AP to make it all the way over to this guy.
Okay. All right. So you use basically 2 AP. That's like kind of a charge.
Yeah.
You can get to him. Do you have a melee weapon you want to use on him? Because if you're using a charge, you get extra damage from a melee weapon if you want to attack.
Can I
him.
use my foot?
Absolutely.
Okay, I would like to charge over to them and just boot
Kick.
them up, kick them right in the head.
Just kick him.
I got an 11.
That's a critical success. So roll
Yeah.
2d6 of foot damage plus your melee.
Foot damage.
Plus, what kind of melee would this be? Simple.
Yeah, very simple. It's your foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's plus 7. That's 11 points.
Ooh, okay, that meets his first threshold. Roll me 2d6.
I got 2d6.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm trying to knock
roll-
this
You
guy
got
out. I'm
two
not trying to
sixes?
kill him.
Roll 2 d100s. I'm gonna say that you can only do moderate injuries on this guy with your foot.
Fucking
He's not
cave
gonna
in
get
his
a-
chest.
So the first one is a 58, and the second one is a 96.
Ooh. Okay. So 96 is called vicious haircut, which basically means he's bleeding. But a 58 is a neck spasm. So you basically kick him in the neck and pinch a nerve.
Oh, oof, oof. Yep, I know
Right.
that feeling.
Ooh.
And so he like
Yeah.
I
he's
felt
like
that.
frozen.
I felt
felt
that.
that.
He can't
it.
move without a great
Yeah,
deal of pain.
I felt that. I know that feeling.
And
Uh-huh,
also
I know that
he is at death's door. It is the mage's turn. or
I
spellcaster's.
just like look at the others. I'm like, I did not mean. I ran way too fast. I didn't mean to hit him that hard.
He's like
I
swearing in
I
this
said
unknown
don't
language.
kill him.
I tripped. That I did not mean to hit him that hard.
You tripped
Really?
and nearly killed him?
Yeah, I was running over here and I just kind of stumbled and went boop upside his neck. And now look at him. Holy shit.
He's like
I don't-
he is writhing around on the ground. He's still conscious.
You really wound that kick up. See, that was you put some pepper on that one.
Remind me never to let you trip around me.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
back at the summoning circle, the chant continues, and I'm just sort of melding your turns together, but you can feel Elizabeth like pulling something from you, and for those watching from the outside, you see like this dark cloud being extracted from your eyes. Like it's like it's almost like it's like flubber, right? It's just like stretching it out, and then she sort of flings it, and it like bursts into this cloud of fog and joins the larger cloud of fog as it starts to descend over the city, and finally it settles into place. The ritual having succeeded, and we're out of combat. This guy is useless at this point, the last guy alive, but he is your captive. You find yourselves huddling around him. Nessa, you can see again now that this dark power has been extracted from you. And
So she walks up to Zeke and slaps him on the chest. Don't ever throw me like that again.
he was about to hit you with a tomahawk.
I had it handled.
You had it handled.
Yes.
You had it handled. You were laying there. The thing was about an inch away from right from your neck. What else am I
Well, I
supposed to do?
moved, didn't I?
You were taking your sweet time to getting moved, so I decided to take initiative and
So you decided to manhandle me.
I decided to help you out and get you away from danger because I freaking love ya. Gosh.
And
What?
over in the middle of the summoning circle, you see Elizabeth Gold just collapsed in this exhausted pile, but you hear her go, "Ooh."
Phineas has this face.
You look down at this weird guy who tried to kill you a few minutes ago, and he's like,
No, not you. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear from you.
and
Phineas
I think
just
that's
backs away and gives them
Yeah.
their moment.
I think that's a good point to go on our break. I think that's where we'll take our halfway
That's
break.
very true.
With a declaration of love. A declaration of love.
He was just about to shout at them for arguing and then stops
True
herself.
love.
Brilliant.
Diplomacy is the essence of love. We are going to be back in about 10 minutes to figure out how to mitigate the fallout of this, try and figure out who this guy is, or the other guys were, and then find out what happens next in the breaking of the siege of Boston. So, everybody in chat, thank you for hanging around. We're 3 retweets away from me wearing a wig.
Taking way
Do
too long,
it.
y'all.
Come on,
It can
make
happen
it do it.
within the next 10 minutes.
Come
Do it.
on.
Get
We'll
working.
get back
Three
here,
more for the
get a
wigs.
snack,
Set
get
up new
some
Twitter
drink,
accounts
and
just for
we'll be
that.
back.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, bye. 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 Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Flames of Freedom here on InfiniteRP. The party has just vanished. These people trying to stop them from making magic fog, and also Ezekiel has just vanquished his lack of confidence and told Saoirse that he L-words her. And so
definitely in lesbian.
everybody is still sort of reeling from that. So a lot of things are happening here at once. There's a bunch of dead people around. A big, thick cloud of gray fog has alighted upon the city of Boston, obscuring all vision. And at that same exact time, Ezekiel loudly proclaims his feelings about Saoirse. What happens next? Ooh. Also, do want to add, we're 2 tweets away from me wearing a wig.
Guys,
Retweet!
come on.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Tell your
I have
friends.
it right here.
It's a lovely wig.
If you want to be like a real darling, quote tweet and then tell other people to retweet it too. Come on, pass it along.
But in the meantime, love.
Right,
Oh,
love.
yes.
We got the fog is up.
Right. They have to move the cannons.
Look, it was genuine. I didn't just say that and spill the moment. It was got genuine feelings, and I'd like to talk about them later on after we're not, fighting for our lives and trying to save the city.
Right. Okay. Just one thing. And she'll jump up in his arms and give him a kiss.
I'm just gonna make this face forever.
I'm going to lean over to Elizabeth Gold and be like, "Oh, thank you for giving me back my eyes for this."
And she's like, she is literally like laying on her back, like she's sweaty, she's like exhausted. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
she
right.
says, she says,
Oh, it's adorable. You should watch this.
oh, yeah. And she like sort of looks like doesn't turn her head, and she's like, I'm very tired.
Oh, you did a great job. Great
Oh.
job.
No, Nessa dear. And she like takes your hand. She says, I didn't give you your sight back. I just sort of plucked out the splinter that man put in your eye. It's okay. You would have been blind for probably like a week.
Yeah, I think you read it out the end of last time. It was like it was going to be like 10 days or something ridiculous.
Yeah,
It was like, oh boy.
She said, I just sort of redirected it into the fog. And in fact, speaking of that, Saoirse, Ezekiel, and Phineas, as you realize the gravity, so to speak, of the situation that this giant fog cloud has been mysteriously summoned, roll me a resolve check to see if it spooks you at all.
Yeah, a little spooky. I got a 94.
Ooh.
43.
I got a
43.
14. I'm good.
Are we all rolling that?
Nope, not you.
Okay.
Because you were involved in the casting of it, but it is awfully strange, and so I think Phineas is the only one who failed. Yeah. Phineas, what's your resolve?
Much
Skill.
lower than 94.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Phineas, you take
42.
and 9 points of peril.
52. I have in it. 9 points of peril.
Yeah, this is kind of
wowzers.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you've seen some weird stuff, but
That's my first threshold, so I'm imperiled.
Okay, which doesn't do anything bad for now. Speaking of
but I think-
imperiled, there's this guy on the ground.
Yeah, I think Phineas. two things happened at once though. Phineas was about to, he'd like reloaded his musket and he was about to walk over and go talk to Nessa. Got some things he wanted to say, but then these kids kind of took the floor a little bit.
Oh, right.
So Phineas just kind of like turns on his heel and walks back toward the hill where he was. And as he gets over there, he like sees the rifle he left off there before and the blood from where he'd been shot. And then that weird shit happens with the fog, and he I think the adrenaline just wears off and it all catches up with him at once. And he just kind of like bends over, like puts his hand out on a rock and is sort of having a panic attack. Like the whole thing just caught up with him badly, and he's just trying to, he's like up over here on the other side of this hill because he doesn't want the rest of them to see him. But he's kind of freaking out.
How about just awareness from everybody to see if you notice Phineas's freak out?
Do Zeke and Saoirse get to roll? Because I think they're still kissing.
Yours would be at a -20.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
-20 is generous because I feel like it's really in there.
The max is -30. I can't go any higher than that.
I get a 48, and I'm a 52 to beat, so I do just.
Yeah, you notice Phineas off.
93.
You're in speech.
Yeah.
Now?
I got an 83. So.
Yeah, you're both. Yeah, no, of course not. You wouldn't notice this, but Nessa, you do see this freak out spelled with a PH.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah,
Aw.
I hate
but
that.
it's the way it is.
Aw.
There's nothing we can do about it now. It's too late.
Is.
Well, I will wander over if I'll sort of like, because I'll probably be looking around to see if everyone's seeing and be like, oh, I was gonna turn to Phineas and be like, oh, isn't it? And he wanders off, and it's like, oh. So I'll go over, find him. You okay, honey?
Whoa, hey. Yeah, totally fine. Yep.
Are you
Looking-
sure? Because
Yeah, just looking for drop some musket balls around here. And they look like, they're
musket
balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they sort of look like little rocks, and there's a bunch of little rocks, pebbles and stuff here, so it kind of all blends together. Anyway, what's up?
Oh well, I just wanted to see if you're okay, because they're definitely okay. And they probably
Whoa.
need a moment.
They're still going, huh? Okay.
Yeah. They. I don't want to interrupt them. I think they're letting out the energy. The pent up energy is all coming out. And
Don't forget to come up for air.
Yeah. And well, it looks like we managed to do that. I'm sorry I couldn't help for a moment there. I got all foggy myself. So.
Yeah, saw that. I actually killed that guy that did that.
Oh, it was you shooting.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't know. I wondered if you were shooting at me for a moment, but
Why would I
obviously
ever
not.
be shooting at?
No, I was just hearing shots whizzing past my face, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was. Nope, just doing a little Overwatch. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So, I don't know.
And like right then, interrupting your sentence, you hear cannon fire
Oh, damn.
from across the harbor.
Oh.
As apparently the rebel army has started to bombard the fortifications in Boston. And as you turn to look towards where the sound is coming from, you think that for a second you can see like the muzzle flash what you call muzzle flash from a cannon. You see it, right?
Yeah.
Like little sharp
powder
points
flash, yeah.
of light. Yeah. And then you see a figure approaching through the fog that has fallen over the island. A human figure making his way, and gets closer. And as it emerges, you see the figure of Bear.
Bear!
The
I fucking love Bear. You know this guy?
I do. Isn't he adorable?
Oh my god. Bear, what's up? Where's Brian?
Hello, everyone. It's good to see you again, Phineas.
Yeah,
How are Mikey and Bobby and Ricky?
Oh, they're good. Davey, Tommy, Terry are not doing so hot. Have you seen
Yes.
Have you seen Brian?
Brian has been missing for days.
Oh shit.
That's next season's story arc.
The search for Brian. Saving
Saving
Private
Private
Brian. We had the same idea at the same time. Saving
So sorry. He says, I have been sent here by Mr. Bierce to escort you safely back to Innismith.
Can I just have a moment here? I mean, look at this, Bear, buddy, come on. Phineas runs up to the top of the hill, and I think we just camera from behind. Phineas has his arms raised into celebration as you just see the fucking Boston exploding in the background. It's fucking started! Yes! Do you know what this means? Everyone, hold on a second. Come on. This fucking city has been under occupation for 2 goddamn years. Do you understand? The revolution started right here. Right in our own backyard. Right here. With those soldiers out on the common, shot innocent people in a massacre. It was all right here. And then they come in with their fucking ships. And they move into our fucking houses. They abuse us. They take our food. Our children fucking starve to feed the British war effort. And then some little fucking farm boy from up in Rutland, Vermont, went to a fort somewhere in New York and got a bunch of fucking cannons. And you know what they're doing right now? Liberating the city of fucking Boston, folks. Holy shit.
Yes, it is a great day. And I am glad to see all of you are safe as well. I fear there are more dangerous times ahead. Who are, and he points at the bodies, and the one guy who is lying there clinging to life.
Oh, well, first of all, Bear, very nice to see you. You know,
It's nice to see you too, Ezekiel Brethwaite.
well, yeah, he sits down, Circe. Glad you made it out here. This is one of the guys that were fighting up on this island. We captured him. We haven't really interrogated him or anything. And there's a guy over there. He was doing magics. That guy over there was about to chop off Circe's head, saved her life. You know, normal day really when you're rolling with this group. Hey, boss is being liberated. No, fuck yeah, right?
Fuck yeah.
Yes. He's
Brian
looking
is gonna see
over
this.
the bodies, right? He's looking, he says, yeah, good for Boston. I don't know if this is good overall. These men, I don't recognize them.
What do you mean?
Do you see here? And he points to this they have that tattoo line I mentioned that's right below the eyes and a dark, and he says unfamiliar markings, not from any of the nations I know. They're indigenous people.
They were speaking a language that I have never heard before, which has never happened before. It was slightly unnerving. I won't lie to you.
I can imagine so.
They did say a word. What word did they say that I did recognize?
Endowag.
Enduag. There we go. Endwag.
Mandoeg. I have heard this word in whispers and stories, but never said in earnest. And Elizabeth speaks up. She says, me too. The Mandoeg are a fairy tale. One of many, you know the kind, to get children to go to bed on time.
There's like
Well,
walking corpses and shit going on here. Nothing's a fairy tale.
I was
mean,
about to say people
yeah.
without skin and ghouls and
Been
magic.
shocking-
To be perfectly honest.
I got a level. I've had to throw out everything I thought I knew about the world in like the last fucking week. So I think you're gonna have to do the same.
Look, I saw no skin. I mean, look, that does something to a guy. I mean, changes people. So, look, I'm just accepting anything that comes across these days. And if someone says a fairy tale, I mean, I'm gonna believe it at this point.
Yep.
How about who's watching over this one dude who's alive?
Oh,
Who's
I'm
keeping
right over on
Okay.
top of him.
Roll me a scrutinize check.
Scrutinize?
Yeah.
56.
Is this a success?
No, it is not a success.
Okay. You're still thinking about that smooch.
Oh, damn right I am.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, but
Says, if this survivor does not speak a common tongue, how are you going to get any information from him?
Well, he swore in French.
It's true. Said merde.
I do not speak French.
I do.
We're welcome to question him before we kill him.
Do we have to kill him?
It is not my place to say. I would do so.
All right. I can question him.
He like nods. And then he walks over and he stands next to Nessa.
Ezekiel's like, oh, I'm gonna. You need some help? You need some help over there? Yeah, Ezekiel, I need help over there, Cersei. Yeah, I'm over there, baby. I'll be right over there. And he heads over to where Cersei's at.
Sure.
I love the idea that Zeke and Saoirse went from like awkward circling each other like sharks to like now never-ending constant PDA.
Oh, they reached the tipping point, and it is disgusting.
The dam
Never
has
don't have a
broken.
handout. Yeah, oh my god, the floodgates have been let out.
So you've got this guy. What do you want to ask him? How do you approach?
Well, I wish I had used these before. Maybe they wouldn't have attacked us. But you know, Sid needs to remember where her fucking talents are. I have two things. I have dressed to the nines, which is when you attempt to persuade those of a different allegiance than your own. You can add a plus 20 base chance to your charm.
I have the opposite thing. I get worse.
I also have talk less, smile more. When you attempt to peacefully negotiate, you can add another plus 10% base chance to any skill test.
Hamilton joke that wasn't us.
Yeah, really.
I know, right?
Huh.
It's written in the book.
Well,
I
You
feel
wrote
kind
it all
of. I feel
down,
proud
man.
of it. I feel proud about that.
So would those stack?
Sure.
That seems like a lot of power.
ruling on the field is sure.
I hereby declare it. Sure.
Okay.
So remind me once again what the total effect here is.
The total effect would be okay. I have a 59 in charm. No.
Okay.
69 in
Nice.
charm.
Nice.
So with a plus 30%, I would have a 99 in charm.
I will say, I mean, you're trying to charm this guy, right? There is a separate skill for interrogation.
Okay.
If you're trying to get to get this guy to like you or trust you, that's valid. You know,
Okay.
but I mean, that's going to be like an arduous task in -30, right? So if
Okay.
you're trying to get this guy to at least just open up a little bit and drop his guard, that's where charm would come in.
Okay.
But then we need a separate interrogation rule, which I know Ezekiel has some experience with.
I do. Can we do? Ooh, because of this, could it be like a good cop, bad cop kind of situation?
Oh yeah,
then?
couples activity for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
Oh my gosh,
Love
we're interrogating
it.
people together.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It's adorable.
Toad's adorbs.
Cute.
So let's see then.
So
I
first,
would-
let's see if yeah. Tell me what happens. You describe
So
it. I'll drink my beer.
She'll kind of like kneel down in front of the poor man.
Right.
And I guess in French, because that's all she's heard him say. Hello.
Which is
I am
bonjour.
Indeed.
Merci.
Thank you.
Beaucoup.
Boku.
Marcy corn cobs.
Farsi corn cobs?
It's a very unrelated joke, and
It's
it's
also
just
my
for
next
me. It's
character.
just for me.
It's my next character name.
Got it.
Farsi
I
corn
don't
cob.
speak French. I
send
don't
you a
have a
clip
French
later.
accent that's very good. So I'm just doing this straight up, like flat
It's been
affect.
established on this show that when you speak, when a French person speaks French and we translate it, they just sound normal.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Just flat affect.
Flat affect.
Hello.
Good day.
Hello to you, person who almost murdered me. He doesn't answer.
That's very fair given the circumstances. I'm sorry that things came to this. But we would like to know what your purpose coming here was today.
He looks up at you and in perfect French replies and says, your remorse is a sign of your weakness.
I've never seen remorse as a weakness.
I have seen it, he says. We see it everywhere. We come to those in need, and we subjugate them to our will.
Why? For what purpose?
What other purpose is needed? The Mandoak have always been, and we will always be. We are one thought, one voice, one people. And someday all will be subjugate to our will.
Who leads the Manduak?
We have no leader. All is one.
I guess I would just like to understand better.
Many seek to understand. You will be disappointed. Why don't you roll me that charm check? We'll see how this goes from here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sid's running out of questions. Like, so tell me a
Yeah.
little bit more about that whole subjugation thing. You seem really excited about it. What's up with that?
Here's what I'd like. I love a charm check, and then depending on that, I might ask for another check from you.
That's a 46.
Sounds pretty good.
So that's way under the 99 I needed, right?
In that case, in as much as it's possible, he warms to you. But I'd love to have a scrutinized check over the stuff he's told you so far.
Okay.
Scrutinize.
Oh, there you are. So I need under 64. Okay.
Ooh, you can do it.
That's a 60. Let's see what this next one is. 1. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
So-
absolutely a critical success.
Yep.
The
Second
one
one
thing
of the
that
night.
so he's talking about this sort of amorphous organization, a collective that has been ever present, always there. But when he says we have no leader, all is one, that's not the truth. There's somebody at the top of this ladder, and he's protecting them. And I mean, that's pretty clear to you that there is a leader, a singular leader, at least at some level.
Why do you lie?
He stops talking.
At that point, Ezekiel walks over and he like crouches down next to them. He pulls out the double barrel pistol
Mm-hmm.
and he just points it right on their temple. The lady asked a question. Why are you lying?
Roll me that interrogation check. It's going to be a -10.
Gotcha.
The gun helps. The gun helps.
Okay. Ooh. That is a 48. I gotta get a 53.
Nice. So that's success. He says, this is not the question you should be asking. The question you should ask is, and he sort of like his eyes dart back and forth, like looks around. He says, are any of these collectives, are any of these societies, do any of them matter? You have seen armies, you have countries called Britain, or whatever this will be. You have Freemason, you have Green Mountain Boys. But are any of those real if they are infected with the spirit of the Mandawak? Have you heard of a place, he says, have you heard of a place called Roanoke?
Heard of it? Passing.
Yes.
It came. It was visited by the Mandawak, and it is no more. We enter into every part of your society. We call forth powers that you are not equipped to deal with. No matter what you do, how stringently you fight, there is nothing you can do to stop us.
All right, then I'm going to ask you this question. Who do you report to? Don't give me the bull crap about the Mandawak. Don't give me the bull crap that you're all under one society and you listen to one rule. You report to someone. I need you to give me that information right now.
I think what happens next is I'm going to need you to make me... Oh gosh, what kind of check is this going to be? It's some sort of... I need you to make me a coordination check.
Coordination?
Yep.
Oh.
Don't touch my mans.
Oh no, I got a 72, and I needed to get a 62.
Okay. It's too late when you notice that his hand has been slowly moving up towards your gun and presses down on your finger to pull the trigger.
Can I use a coin?
Mm.
Dang it, no. Dang it. Yeah. And he just
Mm-hmm. Take 3 points of conflict for me.
oof.
So you're all sort of left there in the fog, so to speak, about who these people are and how deeply they've been involved in what's been happening. But, yeah, go ahead. Fanny
I
ass.
was just Fanny ass.
Yeah.
Phineas was just gonna say, "Why'd you fucking shoot him?" I don't think he saw. I don't think he saw what happens. What the fuck, Zeke?
I
Why'd you
didn't
fucking
shoot him. I didn't shoot him. He pulled my trick. He pulled my finger.
You got a death wish?
No, he made me shoot him.
No, I understood what you said, but he. Why did he want you to kill him?
Probably because I was asking the right questions and he didn't want to answer them. I asked him that he reports to someone. Yeah, he's talking about this Mandawag is this gigantic unity, but he reports to someone.
Man,
I asked him that question.
what's a giant unity? That was all in French. I don't
Oh,
understand. what the
right,
fuck
right.
any of
Unite.
what-
My
Unite.
mistake.
Liberté.
They were saying that the
Wait, that
Mandawag
hasn't even
is-
happened yet.
They're saying that the Mandawag is this cult or a group that goes into different other smaller groups. Like they mentioned the Freemasons. They even mentioned the Green Mountain Boys. They're saying the Mandawag has infiltrated.
Whoa.
They're the Mountain Boys.
Yeah, they said the Mountain Boys. So
No fucking way.
That's-
We ain't infiltrated.
that is pretty much what they're pretty much saying, kid. And when I asked him about who they report to, he didn't want to answer.
Blew himself away.
Yeah.
So at least we know that was the right question.
That he really didn't want to answer. Like, really didn't want to answer.
Really didn't. He's trying to protect someone big.
Well, strip him down. Let's search him.
Search the body.
Yeah,
Maybe
strip
he's
them
got
down.
something.
Let's go. Let's search them. Let me see what these boys have on them. They are dressed very basically. Oh no, I don't have it brought up. I'll look for you. They've got the sorcerer had a gun that they didn't use really. Some laudanum, clothes, tincture. The seeker had that tomahawk. Has a bow on them. Those other two. Similar items, we'll say tincture, some laudanum. That's about it. They travel pretty light. We'll say that
Laudanum
there is.
Laudanum lower
Yeah,
peril.
we'll say that they've got a total of like 6 pence between them all. Like, they don't have a lot of money either.
I'll put it into party funds.
Is laudanum the one that lowers peril?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it is.
Is this like laudanum pills? I guess they don't really say, do they? Is it...
It's probably drops. I
Okay.
don't know. I'm not sure.
Phineas is gonna drop some in his canteen and because he's imperiled right now.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
He's gonna get slightly loopy on some laudanum.
Let's get laudanum.
All right, I already had a laudanum, so I'll just.
Well, now I want to find out how it works. Hold on. Laudanum cures damage.
Oh, okay.
If you're trying to get rid of peril, you would use smelling salts.
Oh yes, which I had but used.
Oh, you know what? One of these
I
guys
have
has
it,
smelling
yeah.
salts.
There you go.
Hey. Oh,
I'm
hey!
putting-
As Zeke is stripping the guy down when he sees the smelling salts, Phineas is like,
Mhm.
"Hey, up here!"
I just like lob it up in the air.
Thanks you. Cracks it.
I'm gonna
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna put the 3 tincture and the 3 laudanum into partyness, and we
Okay.
can deal with them.
I'm trying to remember what the tincture does. Oh, tincture suppresses injuries.
I deep down wanted to turn that whole scene into like a straight up after school special. Like, what's this kid using this? Using this crap?
Mm-hmm. So, Phineas, you move 1 step up the peril track, but you also take 1 point of conflict.
I take a point of conflict. Also, I just realized I am. I'll add that, but yeah, I am hurt too. So I will use my laudanum.
What's that
How many
laudanum?
does that pop you up on the damage track?
What laudanum do?
What it do?
Here, I tell you. So with the laudanum, let me see if it says what kind of form it comes in. Oh, it's a drink. Yeah, you move one step up the damage condition track, but gain one conflict. You can only use it
Okay.
once every 24 hours. Same with the.
All right, so I go
same
up
with
to
the smelling
hurt.
salts.
I was moderately wounded. I go up to hurt. And now I have even more fucking conflict.
Nice. All right. Bear looks around and says, I was told to bring you to the mainland and that you are to go to Cambridge.
Yes, 105 Brattle Street.
We gotta go to fancy fucking Cambridge.
Fucking Cambridge? You're going to Cambridge? Jeez.
Nothing in Cambridge. When you go to Harvard? What?
I would love to go to Harvard. That's how you say
Hey.
it, right? Harvard?
Yeah. No,
So
you're,
good
you're
with
talking like a
languages.
local. It's,
The dialect.
it's gonna be
So
tough.
good.
If you come
Was
here,
my
you're gonna
accent
have to.
correct?
That was pretty good. Yeah. Try pack the cat in Harvard Yard.
Pack the cat in Harvard Yard.
She's a fucking natural.
This is
Holy
natural.
shit.
She can blend right in. You're doing great,
Hey,
baby.
you're
You're
gonna
doing
fit
great.
in. And you're
Thanks.
smart as fuck, so you'll fit in at Harvard, no problem.
So Bear says, shall we go? Is everybody else all right? Are you safe to travel?
Yeah, I'm good to go. How's everyone else going?
Fine.
A little worse for wear,
Yeah.
but I'll be all right.
He walks you all to his boat, which is moored not far away. And each of you climbs in. When Nessa goes to climb in, he takes her hand and helps her in. She's the only one who gets that treatment.
All right, motherfucker. Hold on.
It's
Um,
on. It's
Hold the
on
fuck
like
on,
Donkey
man.
Kong.
Fight.
Let me introduce you to a little saying, Bear. Don't mow my lawn.
He looks around.
The other way.
He looks around at everyone and he says, "Oh, I forgot. I thought you might be hungry." And he starts handing out food to everybody, like dried meat and stuff and cheese. And
Thanks,
he goes
Bear.
to Phineas and he hands something to Phineas. And Phineas, you take it and you see it's an apple. And he says, "How do you like this apple?"
No words, just anger.
Of course, he's just like this stereotypically like stoic, just like he's not betraying anything.
Your mother.
My mother was a saint. You all get in the boat.
Gosh.
Phineas
Come on.
takes a bite and just like chews angrily, and then as soon as Bear turns around, he just throws it over his shoulder.
That was a perfectly good apple.
It's a good apple, kid.
Sorry,
You,
I was doing it.
Do you not like apples?
It had a worm in it.
Oh,
Your trip across the harbor is peaceful. I mean, there's cannon fire, but that also means that all of the British ships that were dotting the harbor aren't there anymore. I mean, their attention is elsewhere, right? And so you're not harassed as you go across. But Bear tells you that the best way for you to get to Cambridge would be to go to Winnisiment, that place where you rescued Phineas, and then take the road up toward Cambridge. He can take you to the shore, but and it has the least chance of attracting attention or getting hit by a stray cannonball. And so It takes you about 2 hours to cross the harbor to get back to Winissimut. It's the same place he dropped you off the last time. And as you pull ashore, he says, "This is where I leave you. I would recommend finding some sort of transportation to get to Cambridge. If you go by foot, it will take quite a long time, and it may not be as safe."
I'll try to square us away some transportation. Thanks, Bear. As always, you're a big help.
Yes.
Thank you.
Shakes his hand.
He says,
"That's Bear." Shakes his hand.
"From here, make your way to Penn Ferry. It will take you over to Charlestown, and then to Cambridge. Please be well."
You
It's
too,
been
Bear.
delightful, as always. Thank you.
Yes, your company is much appreciated, Miss Nessa. I know you will take care of your friends.
I'll
And
do
he,
my
like-
best.
He takes your hand and pats it in a very age appropriate sort of flirty way.
I kind of put my hand on his in a sort of a warm sort of way as well. You take care, okay?
Let me know if you hear any news about Brian.
Let me know if you hear any news about Goblin.
About what?
Goblin these nuts.
Ezekiel does that. Ezekiel just.
He does not say that.
As he slowly fades into the mist.
He goes back into the fog. On the boat.
He doesn't walk, just retreats into the fog.
Well, the boat just sort of oh, God. I missed you guys so much. This past 2 weeks have been empty.
What's up with that guy? Did I wrong
I don't
him?
know. I don't know who Goblin is, but you.
I choked on my soda.
Fucking D's nuts.
Guess we know what the villain for next season is.
Big bad,
Private Brian.
big bad bear.
You find yourself back in Winissimut, a rundown village, but no sign of redcoats anywhere. They've all obviously been summoned to figure out what's going on, right? With all this cannon fire. The cannon fire has started to slow and quiet down just a little bit, but there are still some people in the town out of their homes, rubbernecking, sort of trying to gossip and talk and figure out what's happening back in Boston.
Well. I guess we need to look for a carriage or something.
Yep. Let me. I think I'll try to secure us a carriage or something. I head out into the road.
Okay.
And
I'll come with you.
Sure, cause all right, this is what you want to do. And he heads out into the roadway, looks down, looks left, looks right. All right, kid, I need you to be a little bit quiet while we do this. Why do you look so excited right now?
Cause you did the fucking Saoirse, you did the thing. You
Kid,
making out on the beach.
You know what, kid? You know what? Thank you, kid. Thank you. That means a lot that you brought that up. This was feelings that was doing deep down inside of my chest.
Smoochy.
I know.
Oh my God, you two can't keep off each other now.
I know. It's kind of a rush.
Really repressed, I guess, for a while.
It was a lot. There was a lot of repressed feelings. They're just now spilling out. I'm just trying to keep myself cool and try to focus on what tasks at hand right now. Then after we get ourselves settled in, I'm gonna get myself settled in. You know what I mean?
You talking about sex or something?
Yeah. No. Yeah, kid. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. All right. Yeah. No, I'm sure. Sure she's down for that. Yeah. That'll be great.
Not if she settles in first. What?
Oh. It's awesome, man. I'm just congratulations.
No, right. No,
Glad
thanks
you finally got there. I don't know what the fuck took you so long because it was like pretty fucking obvious to everybody else for like.
Was it
the
really
whole-
was it really that obvious?
I mean, how do I put this? Hey Nessa, was it totally obvious that Zeke and Saoirse were gonna make out?
Not at that exact moment, but I'm pretty sure it was gonna happen if it hadn't already, to be honest.
Really? Huh?
Everybody knew.
I guess this was one of those kind of situations that yeah, really there's definitely one of those built up situations that need to be let out and said rather than you suppress it and it gets unhealthy. You know, you should do that, kid. I mean, you're learning to do that. You know, you're really like expressing yourself. The thing you did earlier, that was a nice little speech you gave.
Well, okay. Well, that a lot of that came from doing a little bit of creating some praxis, a little bit of revolutionary praxis with Maki, Ricky, Danny, Terry, Mikey, Davey, Timmy, Tommy, Joey, Robbie, Johnny, and Brian at the bar.
Yeah.
But so kind of they make a lot of speeches. I get a little excited sometimes, But it's true, man. We're liberating Boston. It's all over. They're gonna get the fuck out.
Well, I say this, if we're gonna help Boston, we need to figure out this whole thing with Mandoag, because the way the guy was talking is that Mandoag is probably sneaking into every single group out there and trying to weed their way in, and I don't know, sound like they just want to get rid of it all.
We can do something about that.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do something about that now. Stay down low. And he like puts his hand on his back, like tells him to stay down low as he waits for a carriage to come by, and he throws back to his old highwayman days to hijack this carriage. You're muted.
I'm muted. There is a carriage in the city, in the town, that will suit your purposes. It is currently parked outside of a stable, and there is a horse, a draft horse, inside the stable. That could be hooked up to it, but they are currently not connected.
All right, kid, ready? Let's go. And he like beelines over to the carriage, and like he's done this before, is already grabbing the hitches, like linking them up and everything, like his second nature. Just doing like quick 1, 2, 3, lapping it up, and then
what do I do? What do I do?
Just get up here. Just get up here. Just get up here.
Okay.
All right, I need a stealth check from both of you.
Oh. Ooh. Fucking.
While this is happening, he just turns to Nessa and goes, "So, you and Bear?"
What? We just talked. It was a long trip across the thing. We just talked.
That was a very long hand hold.
He's got warm hands, and mine are cold. Kinda.
So she giggles.
How those stealth checks go?
I got a crit.
18.
I got a crit success.
I got
a
18.
33.
Oh my gosh, you're like ghosts.
Invisible.
Not only are you ghosts, but like Ezekiel's like prepping like the hitch stuff, the bridles and things like that, and like fucking Phineas opens up the stable. Fucking Phineas opens the stable, and the horse is like, "Yeah, let's go."
Me and this horse are best friends immediately.
You are
Hey,
easily able to.
Zeke, this is Charlie.
Charlie, got that.
Nice to meet you,
Charlie
Charlie.
horse.
Like hooks Charlie up to the carriage.
Really good,
Right.
Charlie horse. Really good.
Hops up onto the carriage, and as soon as Phineas gets on, rides out, going towards the ladies, and he kind of slows it down enough so that he yells at them like, "Get ready to get in!" And he just keeps on going, and it slows down just enough so they can like hop in and they can just pull off and keep going.
After
think-
you.
Phineas like opens the door of the carriage and like offers an arm and like leans out to pull them up into the carriage as we go by.
Oh, by the way, Elizabeth Gold is still with you. She climbs in as well.
We'll let her go first.
Oh, that's nice.
She's real tired.
She's on her own.
She is beat. In fact, as soon as you all get inside, and get on the road toward Penn Ferry. She like leans her head against the side of the carriage and she's out. She just falls asleep. Right? Does that sound great? Oh man.
Saoirse climbs up next to Zeke, leans her head on his shoulder, and falls asleep.
Oh. And so your road trip begins. Let me see if we have it. Yep. The ferry is not too far away. It is, we'll say, just about 10 miles or so. I don't know for sure. But as you approach, you see that the ferry is still in operation. But there are a few sort of like oh shoot, my brain's shutting down for the day. There are, there are a few just sort of like random redcoat soldiers just sort of milling about. These guys seem to be the leftovers, right? Like there's a war going on somewhere else that's starting right now today. But these guys they're like stay here with the ferry. So it's like 3 of them. And they keep on looking off in the distance wistfully as you approach.
I driving this carriage up to them, I kind of slow it down. See these 2 redcoats who are looking wistfully. I look over at Phineas. Think you can handle them, kid?
1, 2, 3. Phineas is like, okay. He's like calculating, like, shoot that one, shoot that, rush that one with the bang. Yeah, I can handle
Saoirse
it.
rubs the sleep out of her eyes and says, "We could just talk to them."
Oh, no. When you say handle it, you gotta be specific how you want me to do it. Okay, yeah, I can talk to him.
You know, to be fair, that was like kind of a mistake on my part. I really got to express to the kid exactly what I mean by handle it.
Look, normally guys shoot people. I know what I'm good for, you know. But no, yeah, I can talk to him, no problem. What should we say? What's that cover story?
Well, yeah, what kind of cover story? We're just
We're getting
So-
out of town because the war is starting.
Because the war started.
the war started.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it right there. Let's go with that.
You got it.
And
Coming right up.
ride the carriage over. They slow it down so Phineas can do the talking.
They have their
Greetings.
backs turned to you. And
Hey,
you say greens and they go, yo, what?
hail and well met, fellow Englishmen.
Yeah. And they're like, they keep looking back at the city, right? They're looking back to the
God save the king.
Yeah, all right. Get on the ferry. Like he just like he points to the ferry.
Yeah, so we're fleeing the city because it's being shelled.
Yeah, because of the war. Yeah, get on the boat.
Phineas is like, this can't be this easy. Like,
Just quit while you're ahead. Yes. Just let's go. Let's go.
yep. God save the king. King George is great. All right. Yep. Thank you.
Click on Charlie. Charlie drags the carriage aboard.
Come on, Charlie.
As you board the ferry, and it sort of sets off across the I don't know, river. I don't know where it crosses. You look out and you see that there in the water is a battery, like an old frigate. It's moored about 100 yards away, and anybody who wants to look out at that, an awareness check would be appropriate.
Luck. Oh, I did not make it. I got a 95.
No, you did not.
Ouch.
What frigate?
47.
I see no frigates.
I see no frigate out there.
Success.
I failed.
Okay.
Wait.
So Saoirse's the only one who sees that on the bow, that's a boat word, on the bow of the frigate are 3 other officers. They look to be of higher rank, and one of them has a spyglass, and they are watching you cross.
Everyone act natural and perhaps turn your face away from that direction? Casually. Casually.
Casually.
I'm trying to figure out what an act casual check would be. It would definitely be fellowship.
Can I do
Guile.
Can I do a skullduggery check for it?
I think skullduggery is the best
Oh, that
choice. Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Act natural.
Or guile. Guile would also work.
Either or, I'm pretty good at it.
Ooh, I might have that.
Actually, hold on.
Oh, wait. No,
know.
I failed.
18.
Oh.
How'd everybody else do?
I got a 43. I'm good.
We do have some coins, but I rolled a 75.
I rolled a 45 and I had to get under a 42. I was
Yeah, I
Ooh.
needed a 58.
Take our
Under
coins.
58.
Take the
We
coins.
got
Yeah.
3 of them now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll let you
Alright.
spend. I'll ask for 1 coin to have
for both of us.
both of you to reroll. Both Kate and
Oh,
Colin.
it got worse. Oh, it got a lot worse.
Oof.
Oh,
80
mine's
Ooh.
better. Mine's a 4.
Well, this
Yeah.
fits Phineas's character.
Yep.
Oh no.
I mean that everybody is sort of blending
Which
in.
way?
And
That way?
Phineas, what's your new quirk with your new?
Yeah, it's
Profession?
my new quirk is called Big Mouth Strikes Again. It says, though I'm comfortable with my decisions and my mistakes, my headstrong nature often pits me against our more conventional society. So when people attempt to hit me, they get a +10, just always.
Oh wow,
'Cause-
I didn't know that. Okay,
Yep.
great. All right,
The times I've been hit, I did point it out to you.
thank you. Yes, I appreciate it. I'm
I will
sure you
continue
did.
to do so. Yeah, and
Everything's
I've been
a blur.
hit because of it.
A lot.
Everybody is very casual, and the officer on the bow of this frigate sort of puts his spyglass away, but then you see him like take it out quickly again and look toward Phineas.
Who's
And Phineas,
literally
like,
whistling "God Save the King" right now, just blending it.
But the ferry reaches the other side of the river, and you start your journey. Next stop, Charlestown, which is
The town.
Yeah, it is the town named after your horse.
Hey Charlie, we're going to your town.
We're going to your hometown, Charlie.
You're about an hour away by wagon.
Going to your
And,
hotel,
um,
Charlie.
A certain generation of internet kids will get this.
And
They
as you
certainly
start,
will.
as you start your trip, it's about an hour by wagon from where you are. But as you start your trip, you see 2 horses fall into step about 100 yards behind you. And they're quite obviously piloted by 2 redcoat soldiers. What do you do?
I'm going to keep on calmly driving forward.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
How about another skullduggery check, pilot style?
Pilot style.
Yeah, I think
Could
I
you-
think your girl's getting your attention.
Oh,
Could
yeah, she
you
is.
pretend that we have cart trouble?
That could work.
Sorry, cat trouble.
That could work. That could work. Yeah. It better work because I got a 33.
Oh, baby.
So you tell me what you do. I mean,
So I pull over to the side of the road, and I hop out the carriage and kind of recall back to one of those people I may have robbed in the past, like thinking back to how their mannerisms and everything. Just my voice a bit. I'm like, oh yeah, here. This is a problem here, don't you know? Hey, buddy. Hey, you 2 over there. You look like 2. You look like 2. They're the soldier types. Think you can help me over here?
what seems to be the trouble, sir?
Hey, so you hear? You see right over here. This axle here is a bit of off here, and it's causing us a bit of trouble trying to get down the road, and you maybe can help us out.
And
Making
one
fun
of them,
my voice.
Yeah, okay. Apparently Zeke's from Wisconsin now.
Yeah, from Wisconsin.
Hey there. Hey you
Hey there.
guys.
Hey, you
Hey,
guys.
go Pack, go! Right?
And so he hops down from his horse and he looks it over and he says, "Seems fine to me."
Hey, I don't know. Buddy, maybe you can over here. Can maybe help your pal out over here. Think you can
The
do
guy
that?
comes over. They're both leaning over like idiots, looking at
And
this wheel.
He just shakes their heads and goes dunk and knocks them both
Big
quickly.
coconut sound.
Yeah.
Um, and they both collapse to the ground unconscious.
There we go. And he
Those uniforms might be very useful.
yeah, those uniforms could be pretty useful. And he takes the uniform off these guys, tosses one to Phineas. And
I like to think that halfway through undressing these guys, Elizabeth Gold wakes up. just like what? Okay.
It's a very
Well, you-
long story.
No,
We
it
can
seems-
tell you what happened, but honestly, what do you think happened?
She goes back to sleep. Okay, so you get your stuff, you loot them. What do you do with them?
I gotta dress like a fucking lobster back.
you don't have to. You don't have to right now. But if it looks like we're about to run through a checkpoint, you're gonna have to look like a freaking lobster. All right.
Ugh. All right, fine.
He looks at these two like soldiers and he'll tie them up, drag them to the side of the road, and write a note that says King George sucks eggs and like attaches it to their shirt, hops in the carriage, goes boom, and going
Down the road you go. Nice. The rest of that hour in the carriage is spent without interference. We could even say that because you got that critical success. We could even say that you like another loyalist patrol goes past, but like salutes you.
I go, oh hey, salute to you.
Right,
He
right.
salutes him back. Goes, he goes.
And
oh no.
I like
sooner or
it
later-
walks by me. They salute me like, oh right, yeah, in it.
In that.
Good day, Governor.
Oh no.
And that's how people from England talk, Kate.
Is that right, Kate?
You sound
yeah,
like you're
yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
Is
London.
that correct?
You're so accurate that I didn't want to step in.
Remind me, I'm giving you extra sunshine bucks at the end of this episode for all
Yeah,
the
please. You get so many
for a
sunshine
stuff
bucks
we
from
put you
this.
through.
His accent's perfect, isn't it?
In it, Governor.
In it. Oh, just learn from Dick Van Dyke. You know that's how the best. That's the best.
It's how
So
the
apples
best
and pears.
speak.
Poppins, stepping
What are you talking about, Mary Poppins?
Wow. Okay, I want to know who this character is, Kate.
Oh,
And when we get to meet them, double fake British person.
Can you play, Kate, play a character who's an undercover agent pretending to be English and do your worst English accent? It'd be
God,
amazing.
That's
Okay,
a
okay.
challenge.
Yeah.
Here's
Oh
what
boy.
happens. You approach the outskirts of the city of Cambridge. And as you get there, you have to cross over this small stone bridge. It's not enough room for your carriage. So you have to leave Charlie there and proceed on foot. But as you approach the stone bridge, a few things happen. This will bring us to the end of our session for today, which is that 3 figures emerge from the darkness, because by this time the sun has gone down. Shadows are dancing along the landscape, and on the other side of the bridge you see a figure that hobbles forward weakly, and as it gets closer you see that same sort of mummified person of Harold Winchester emerge from the shadows, being supported by a cane, still dressed in his loyalist army regalia, with bandages covering all of his features. Next to him is a woman, a large woman who appears to be of African descent. She is also wearing military gear, but it's indeterminate where her loyalties lie. It's not a British army uniform. And she has someone in her grasp, but you can't make out who it is. And Winchester sort of lets out that raspy voice. Says, I have worked too long for a group of fools like you to get in the way of my plans. If we lose the city of Boston, so be it. But you will know what loss is. And it's that point that you realize that the figure that's being held by this large associate of Winchester is your good friend, Contentment Hussey, who is stuck in her grasp with a gun to the side of her head. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
No!
By which I want to say, come back next week when our friend Anna's going to be joining us for the finale of Flames of Freedom. We will figure out how this sort of final showdown with Winchester ends, and just sort of resolve the story and figure out what happens next. We want to thank everybody in the chat for joining us. You all are fantastic. We almost got to the 23 retweets goal. It was 21 at the end. I'll put this
Because
on
you
just for
sneakily
outros.
keep upping
put
the
it on.
freaking stakes every time.
Well, Kate.
And I can't understand why you would do that.
Anyways, you guys, I miss this so much. I didn't realize how much. Well, I mean, I did, but it's so good to be back together, and I love this cast. I love this crew.
We love you too.
Love you
Oh,
too.
let's go around. We want to give a special thanks. Our friend Valkyria, also known as Kate, other Kate, is running tech for us tonight for the first time on
Yay.
InfiniteRP, and we love her so much. Thank you, Val. You did a great job.
Yay.
Thank you for everybody who retweeted and shared. Be sure to spread the word about our finale next week. It'll be tons of fun. And we'll all be back for that next Monday night. Let's go around the circle. Everybody, let me know who you are, what your name is, where we can find you, anything else you've got coming up. After next week, I'll have Monday nights free. So if you want me to play a game with you, I'd be willing to do that. That would be fun. We're going to go around and we'll start with our friend Kate. Kate, who are you? Where can we find you? What is a memory you have of tonight? And let's just say it, Bear or Phineas?
You're just gonna have to tune in next week to maybe find out.
Oh, turned it around.
Really good, really
Pass.
And also, why not both? Anyway, hi everybody. Kate Madison here, sometimes known as Actors at Work on the socials, but here on Twitch, Kate Madison, pretty easy to find me. I'm mostly here. This is where I spend my time. Here or in bed, and that's basically, there is no middle ground. Come join me over on my Twitch channel when I'm not here on Monday nights. I'm looking forward to the finale, although kind of sad because it's the finale, but I'm excited to see what happens. I know I'm not blind, so that's good. Also, you can find me over on Chaotic Neutral Games channel on Friday nights, UK time at least, 8 p.m. I think that's 3 p.m. Eastern, for D&D that I play every Friday. And I do a joint stream with Sikian every Wednesday. So come join us for some random multiplayer fun. And if you fancy seeing some highlights of RP stuff, I'm trying to add more and more to my my TikTok because I'm not that old. Kate Madison RP over on TikTok, and you can watch some highlights from that. And I enjoyed, well, of course I enjoyed the kiss today. How can anyone not? The argument into that was fun, and the whole the will they won't they. We're just hinting. We're just playing.
It's fun. And you know what I really love is I love leaving that untied up.
Yeah.
And really, if the season ends with
will it
questions,
Then you
Yes.
have to give us a second season. InfiniteRP.
Exactly. You see, we leave you wanting more.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Let's
Yeah.
go above you to our friend Greek Sid. Sid, how are you?
I'm
Besides the
great.
kiss, how did Saoirse feel about tonight?
Well,
And
let the woman talk about the kiss. Come on.
nope, can't talk about it. Nope. It's
Well,
terms
but
of
it
service.
was lovely and
It was sweet.
yeah.
It was real romantic, and I love the.
It was
I'm
really
sorry. This is your
cute.
time. You go. This is your time.
No, tell me all about it.
I was
and
gonna
how
say
much you liked it.
I love that I can count on you and Wally to pour the tropes on hot
Mhm.
and heavy, and it's really good. Like it's really good. I'm very pure and optimistic and not cynical at all about tropes. So
Me too. Well, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at GreekSid. Again, usually just shit posting and talking about fun stuff like this game. And then a lot of the time, other than being here on Mondays, I'm over on twitch.tv/game nights. That's 2 G's and a K for game nights. I'm there on Thursdays doing a game of Good Society. I'm there on Fridays. We're about to start a new season with Fate. Very sci-fi. It's gonna be fun. Every other Saturday, also Fate system, very JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And on Sundays, we're playing Basin, Nordic horror. Lots and lots of fun. Busy. Good stuff. Busy. I mean, obviously the kiss was awesome. But so was like the yelling match up to "Honey, I love ya," which was really lovely. It made me very happy. That shocked Sid. I did
For
not know
sure.
that was coming at all. Wally got me good. Made me really happy.
Gotcha.
So
I got
you got
It's real
me.
good.
You got me.
Speaking of Wally, how about you, Wally? How are you? Where can we
Sup,
find you?
y'all?
How's Zeke?
Oh boy, he let out what was in his heart. It's been sitting on his heart for the longest. And the times that he saw her risking her life, he put his life on the line. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna say it because I don't know when I'm gonna say it again. So he had to let it out, and it worked out in a very beautiful, wonderful way. And it brought me a lot of joy. And thank y'all so much for facilitating it. Also, my favorite moment was just that moment of using that coin to help Phineas out so he got that rifle.
Thank you.
I was
So
sitting
good.
on, so after we had our last cliffhanger with the combat, in my mind that whole entire time I'm like, I'm gonna use a coin to make that one of those rifles appear on the field that Phineas was
Oh,
buried.
it was really well
And
done.
I was waiting for that right moment to use it. And like when I started this test, I'm like, I'm gonna use it today. I'm gonna use it. And that was perfect. It was so perfect. Where
Excellent.
can you find me? Well, tomorrow you can find me over at Super Dylan's channel playing me some Edge of the Universe, playing some good TTRP that takes place in the Coheed and Cambria universe. I play a character that's totally new for me. I'm playing a very tired war hero who's stuck in a field of command that he doesn't want to be in, but you know what? He has to because he has a crew of chaotic people that he has to leave it around. So you know, hey, he's gonna deal with it. Also, though, this is what I'm very excited about. This coming Wednesday, over at Friends Who Roll Dice, you will find me playing, and I'm very excited because I'm playing Queer's TTRPG, which is basically a Super Sentai RPG. And it's gonna be a 2-shot. I am so excited. It's gonna be happening this coming Wednesday and the following Wednesday, 7 p.m. over at Friends Who Roll Dice. It's gonna be great. It's an amazing cast. I cannot wait for this. I get to finally play in an element that means so much to me on so many levels. And I warned them I'm going all out with this. So,
Oh, well, I'm
Best
sold.
be ready.
oh, you bet.
I don't think you can
Coming!
be.
No, yeah.
There's no preparing for Wally.
I'll be saying is I'll be wearing a lot of red.
Oh, okay. All right. And speaking of wearing a lot of red, that's a bad
Okay.
transition. Shit.
I am going to be wearing a lot of red in probably the
Okay.
next episode.
All right.
I'm dressed like a fucking lobster back.
Oh, you hate it.
It's going to be awful. I already had to whistle "God Save the King." Ugh. So I
How
can't
did
get out
that
of fucking.
taste?
I can't get out of fucking character right now. And you know what? I don't have anything on my channel or anything to plug whatsoever. So like, well, okay, hold on. I'm gonna get out of character for just a second here. Hi, I'm Colin. I own a game company with my best friend Anna Namiri941. We're called Six String Games. You can find us at Six String RPG on Twitter. we're currently in the process of revising Big Damn Heroes. We created this game started as a PBTA, and it has changed so much that we can't justifiably call it that anymore, because we invented our own system, and we're very, very proud of it, and we're currently working on integrating it throughout the entire game. So the other important thing to mention about that is that within probably we want to do this by like November. We're going to be launching the Six String Games Patreon, and if you become a patron of Six String Games, you will not only get access to once a month a one-page RPG that Anna and I will write that you will get to play, but also you will be first in line for being a playtester for Big Damn Heroes. So be on the lookout for that. So that's Six String RPG on Twitter. I am at Colonomicon on Twitter. Anna is Nymeria941 on Twitter. And you can find out everything that Six String will be doing. So anyway, the part that I remember probably the best from tonight would be, I did enjoy the time that I backed up and hit my heel against a rifle and shot a guy in the chest and then blew a guy's face partially off. The kiss was fucking adorable. Honestly, I liked the... I was a little gruff about it, but I like having a bit of the conflict with Bear regarding Nessa. I thought that was interesting.
I'm so glad we made that line in character because that was perfect.
Good.
You gave me a fucking apple, you piece of shit.
And then
Not
got the
only
line
gave
wrong.
it to you.
Yes.
And then said, "How do you like this apple?"
Can you imagine if that had been the fucking line? I got a number. How do you like this apple? It doesn't work, does it?
It's like one of those old non-premium cable movies where they censor out like Die Hard and put in weird words.
Do you know the
words.
favorite, the best one, the snakes on the plane one? The
Tell me.
absolute best. It's I have had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday through Friday plane.
All right.
Amazing.
They didn't even
that's where we'll end
try. Or they
tonight.
tried way too hard. I don't know.
I'm Doc Rimbo. I'm your historian. You can find me here on Twitch at Doc Rimbo. You can find me on Twitter at Doc Rimbo. Every Thursday night here on InfiniteRP, I play in the Lost City of Vadranis, our homebrew world D&D 5e game, where I play a warlock named Marcoris Deg, who is also from a different plane of existence and has a very mean imp familiar. He's great, and I love him very much. And turn back Thursday night to check that out for sure. Come back next week. Anna, who Colin was just talking about, is going to be with us for our finale and our final episode of this season of Flames of Freedom. And if you come back, maybe we'll give you some spoilers about what might happen next season. We don't know. Everybody stick around, please. If you're still in chat, we appreciate you. If you've been watching the YouTube video all the way to the end, we doubly appreciate you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the news with your friends. Tell them why you like this show, why you like this system. Don't forget the Flames of Freedom book is out now. You can go, and we want to thank Andrews McNeil, Zweihander, Daniel Fox, all the folks involved in that for
Anna
giving
also.
us artwork. Anna too, and you should go out and get a copy today. Everybody, we love you. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to stick around. We're going to raid Laugh Love Lindy, and we will see you all next week.
Oh, when I was a lad, oh, so my mother told me, way Holloway, will Holloway Joe, that if I not kiss the girls, my lips would grow all moldy. Tell me, way Holloway, will Holloway Joe. Ship now is rolling way Holloway, well Holloway Joe, way Holloway, we're bound for better weather. Way Holloway, well Holloway Joe. Once I was in Ireland, digging turf and taters. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. But now I'm on a Yankee ship, hauling on the braces.